This title is a damn Barry Manilow song. I will not stand for any disrespect. I'm a Fanilow. Love my Barry. Hi dolls, welcome back, and if you are new, hello, my name is Jessie, and today we're going to react to Season 1, Episode 8 of Daisy Jones and the Six, Track 8, Looks Like We Made It. Coco, did you hear me say Barry Manilow and you came running? Looks like we made it. Mwah. I am very excited to see this next episode because holy that last one actually infuriated me. It got such a significant reaction out of me that I was like, I'm gonna go edit and I'm gonna relax. And then Jay's like, I don't need to record anything. And I was like, okay, now I definitely need to go watch that episode because I'm going insane. I need to know what happens next. Daisy is going back to the band with her new husband. Let's jump in, but before we do, don't forget to throw a like up a dislike if you do not like what you see. Comment down below, let me know why. Subscribe if you haven't yet. We do fun things here. Ring a ling a ling, noble to be notified when I upload videos. And don't forget to check the link down in the description for our Patreon. It is $5 a month. It's only $1.25 a week. It has all of my unedited reactions of everything that we do on YouTube in addition to more. Don't forget to follow us on all social media at star_chef_productions or at Jessie Dobbie for Twitter. But without further ado, this is Season 1. Episode 8 of Daisy Jones and the Six, Track 8, Looks Like We Made It. Looks like we made it.
Embarrassed to be with me?
And all I could taste was love the way we made it. Oh!
So exciting!
Except it wasn't true.
I mean, there was still no trace of her.
She's back. She's back.
I was just trying to hold this thing together.
No regret me, no look at us now.
Well, if you wanted to weigh in, the time for that was weeks ago when we first started rehearsing.
Said I was a head case to Rolling Stone magazine.
You told a journalist about me missing the birth of my daughter.
So what? You made me look like I need you.
So we both told the truth then.
If you prefer to sit this one out, please be
There's
my
no
guest.
tour without me, you dumb son of a bitch. We're playing Regret Me.
What'd I miss?
They're like, what?
A private dressing room isn't that much to ask for.
Then I want a separate green room.
For what?
For those of us who aren't going to use before.
Managing the Six had somehow become the hottest gig in town.
Rod's
Billy
like,
never
what
forgot
the?
what I'd done for him back in '71. Well, I get separate buses while you're at it.
Is that possible?
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
He's like, I regret
You have
this
one
decision.
album.
They're not that famous
They
yet.
said yes to everything.
What? That's it? Wow, that was really uncomfortable. And really sad.
We were pretty sure Albuquerque would be a disaster.
We had to work together. We didn't have to like each other.
Oh, Billy.
It's the middle of the night. She's been asleep for hours. Here, you can listen to her dream, okay?
This time was going to be different. This is Billy Dunn.
And I'm Daisy.
That was great, Mike. Thank you.
Oh my god, it's so awkward.
Oh my god.
Tributes to the Temple of Daisy Jones.
I get that this guy's a prince, but like, does he have
Midnight
something to
special. There were
do?
rumors about Saturday Night Live.
Oh my god, I feel like they're foreshadowing that Billy's gonna relapse.
It's yours.
Is
We've
that
had
his
some
bonus?
hits before, you and I. What's it gonna take for you to stay in-house?
Well, a lot more than a Ferrari 308.
Could you imagine getting a Ferrari as a bonus? Like, it's so lonely for him.
Are you crazy? No one ever asks how we're always stocked up on gas or beer until something goes wrong. Get me that crankshaft in the next half an hour. You could be father of the year.
VIP tickets.
Just begging to be.
No wonder it's the only tour. He sees it. I knew this was gonna happen. He sees it.
When he's in the room,
You're not yourself. Have you noticed that? You care what he thinks. And that makes you a little less you.
Ouch. I feel like that's... As much as I actually, like, I agree with him. He's right. It's hurtful to hear. That's very hurtful to hear from someone you care about and someone you love. But I do think he's right. She does care about what he thinks, and it does make you a little less you when you're not yourself because you're trying to act a certain way that you want someone to see you. I think it's interesting that Simone in the last episode said, "That's you on the cover of Rolling Stone," and she said, "No, it's not. That's not me." And now she's saying, "I'm always myself."
No song is ever just a song.
You guys can ask us any questions.
Head case?
Uh-oh.
Needed to make room for the new song.
That's not the reason.
Hot damn, look at the time.
That kind of screwed it up for everybody else in the band.
Hopefully never.
What about you, huh? What about you and Nikki?
What about it?
Well, you want me to believe that that's real?
You guys are so close.
I know what it looks like when you're in love with someone.
Ah, see that? Oh my God, they're just like, it's like who can hurt each other worse? Let's play this game of who can hurt each other worse. Felt low. I know what it looks like when you're in love with someone because you're in love with me, and I can see that that's not the way that you look at him. See, the thing is Daisy's always wanted to be honest, right? She's always wanted to tell the truth. She even said to Billy in the one episode, you're writing about the man you want to be. Why don't you write about the man that you are, the person that you are? And I think it frustrates her that they were so vulnerable and so honest in all of these songs that now when they're asked about them, they're sugarcoating and faking everything that they're about in order to not speak about the drama. And she doesn't want to hide. She wants it to be known who she is and what happened and what's going on. But again, it's like it gets back to obligations. Like you just ruined that whole entire press conference for the other members of the band because you're fighting with Billy. Sometimes you just have to bite your tongue, and Daisy can't do that. That's the problem.
Break some.
She looks so bad. I love her fashion the most out of like her and Daisy.
Shooting the cover out in Zuma. Maybe magic hour with the band.
Good for
singing
you.
right in front of the ocean.
All right, I'm up.
I wonder if he's told. I'm getting a stress vibe. This is how stressful this is.
Oh, only you can get Billy to a party.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's like everywhere. Oh God, this is too much for him. I have to say he handles all this pretty damn good. Oh boy.
Could we talk about it? Please.
We don't have to talk.
Here's the confirmation.
I would feel better.
Glad that it happened.
It happened. We all knew it did, but there's the official confirmation.
It's just never gonna happen again.
Oh, Eddie.
Never hit the ground.
Oh, sweetie.
You're my twin soul.
I know she didn't eat dinner last night or lunch for that matter.
She's starting to party a little too hard. It's gotta be from her parents, right? Because no one else aside from Billy and probably Simone would know that her name was Margaret, and they wouldn't address it Margaret Daisy Jones. Oh my God, she looks awful. In the middle of the song? Did Eddie send her in there?
Alright, come on, give me $20.
Because they've never seen him hook up with anybody. What's she gonna say it?
We've been screwing since the album sessions. In the studio, in the car. You don't believe
No,
me?
they really don't believe her. Aww. Glad we can
Daisy
have a
Jones
pure
doesn't
and loving relationship.
I don't want that. I don't want that right now.
Don't make me do it on my own.
I didn't know he was that into it.
I want you to talk to her.
He kind of tried by giving her the breakfast. Saw that one.
You're serious?
Don't pretend like you care.
We never saw him do anything. I don't think we even saw him smoke weed when they were in Greece. We've only seen him drink. So I feel like, is he trying to get her more and more addicted to pull her away from the music scene? Because he sees how her and Billy are. Like, we keep watching him off the side of the stage and he keeps going like, ooh, like watching them. Like, he's knowing what's going on. He's noticing. I think he's purposely trying to get her more addicted.
Get him. Get the touch me.
I've been wanting to punch that royal prick since Tulsa.
Since Tulsa. Even he's like, holy, she's gonna pass out. I knew it. I was waiting for this.
What did I look at you wrong?
You're bleeding, Daisy.
Holy sh! She gashed her leg open.
Do you hear them?
Oh my god. She's lost it. She needs help. Now where do we stay? Look at us now. Oh my god. Rod's like, I don't know what to do. Oh, he left.
I'm kicking her out of the band.
Billy!
Okay, well, you can't do that, Billy. See, I understand why Billy's upset, though, because that was, like, in their terms, that was, like, an act of war. I feel like she knew we're not going to sing that song, and she knows why they're not going to sing that song, and she sang that song. It's, I feel like it's frustrating because Billy, before Daisy, Billy was Daisy. Billy went to rehab, cleaned his up. The only reason that they started the band again, honestly, was because of Camila, because he wanted to go back to Pittsburgh, and she wouldn't let him. Because she knew that this was his dream. But he's doing it. He is writing the songs. He's showing up to the practices. He's staying sober. And he's doing it for the sake of himself, his family, and his bandmates. Daisy is just doing whatever the hell she wants, and she doesn't give a crap. You either can't be in the band, or you gotta be in the band, but understand that you can't ever be with Billy. It doesn't matter if you guys are in love with each other or not. You just can't.
Daisy,
that's bottom line.
Well, at least talk to the rest of the band.
Everything's fine. Okay, she's fine. Just go.
What? Oh my god, is she passed out? She's Daisy? Passed out.
Daisy? Rod Reyes has a toothache in room 1205.
I'm sorry, I can't be here, so I'll...
You f***ing asshole! Holy sh**! She might be dead. Oh my god. Whew. There was no Barry in that. All right, there you have it. Episode 8, track 8. Looks like we made it. Whew, that was a roller coaster ride of an episode. Absolutely crazy. So we have Daisy and Nikki coming along with the band for the tour. We made it to the tour, and things are not going so great. Things are going great, but they're also not going so... They're going great on stage. They're not going so great behind the off stage. And let's start off with a happy. So the boys are making fun of Graham, and they're saying, you know, like, why are you not hooking up with any girls? We're going to send this girl in the room to make out with you. Eddie and Warren have absolutely no idea what is happening right now, right? Like, why are they not hooking up? Why is he not hooking up with anybody, Graham? And Karen's like, I think Karen does it because they're making fun of him and poking at him, and he's just taking it on the chin like he doesn't care. He's like, I made a promise to her. I said I wouldn't say anything, so I'm not going to say anything. So she's like, you know what? We're together. I love that. I love that now they can be open about it. She was brave enough to say what she was really feeling in front of everyone, and they were cool with it. The whole band's like, who cares? Whatever. That's awesome. So I love it. And I love how they cut to Graham in the present time, and he's just like smiling, like he's speechless. That was really sweet. I'm really happy to see Rod back, because I just love, not only do I love his character, but I love the actor. I've established that. And he's just fun because he brings a refreshing kind of take on things. Like, he understands the rock star lifestyle, but he also can recognize the problems that come along with it. Like Billy's saying to her, we see when they're coming off the tour bus that one time where the kid tries to give Billy weed and he grabs it away because he knows Billy is sober. We also see him bring breakfast to Daisy. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. You didn't have lunch or dinner, come to think of it, yesterday. Maybe you should eat something. That was him having a talk with her. So when Billy is like, say something, he's kind of like I did. Like I know when I'm overstepping boundaries. I know when I'm getting through, when I'm not. With you, I know you're making the choice to be sober. I'll take the drugs. With her, I'll serve her breakfast and hope that she just eats it. Like there's only so much you can do. So I just love having Rod there. It's a refreshing new take on everything that's going on. The songs were interesting because we got to hear from the beginning of the tour to the end of the tour, and you could totally tell the subtle little differences in how she was singing and how they were performing and what she was doing. Like, she's usually like her bouncy, bubbly waving of the bird wings, self. But by the end of it, obviously, here we have her falling, gashing her leg open. We have her stumbling on the words and slurring them, mixing up the lyrics, and it's becoming not fun. This is her passion. This is her life. This is what she wanted to do with herself. This is what she's worked her entire life for. And now that she has it, she's getting lost in the drugs and the chaos and the sadness. It's a really frustrating situation because you have Daisy, who is in love with Nicky, is that his name? I forgot his name again. Nicky. And then you have Billy, who is very much so in love with Camila. We saw how when she came to visit, he just sees it all of her. He loves her. He just wants to spend all of his time with her. There's no denying those relationships, but you can't deny the chemistry that Billy and Daisy have. And so that's not just something you get over. But at the same time, it is something that you have to acknowledge. Either we act on it or we don't. And if we're going to not act on it, you have to be okay with that. Like, I get that she's all about truth and honesty and being upfront and not being unapologetically yourself. I get that and I respect that. But you can't change what someone else chooses to do. And Billy's choosing to act like it's not there. So when we're giving a press conference, I'm going to say that we didn't sing the song because of other reasons. I'm not going to say what the real reason is. Like when we're on stage, I'm going to act like I'm performing the song and just singing the lyrics and that, that we're putting on a show. I'm not going to meaningfully sing the song. I think her problem is she's like, you say that you're gonna do that, but then like the feeling is still there, it's like you say that you're gonna turn it off and you're devoted 100% to Camila, but then you're on stage like playing and like seducing me with your eyes. I think that's her problem, is like you're saying that you don't want it to exist, but it does exist. But that again, then there's no wonder why this is the only tour. It's no wonder this is the only tour, because they really just needed to do it and then never see. Like Daisy, I honestly feel like Billy could handle it and be silently suffering, but he could handle it. Daisy 1000% can't. Obviously, we see this here. Like I think Billy would silently suffer and play 30,000 tours like that. Daisy can't do it. She just can't do it. Some people can, some people can't. And it is what it is. Everybody's different, but Daisy has proven that she can't bite her tongue. She can't not say anything. She can't not acknowledge it and fake it. And that is who she is. And that's why it's coming out like this. What's really, really sad is, again, I don't understand. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm very curious to see what all of you say and like what your opinion is, because I really feel like Nicky was purposely giving her drugs, like extra drugs, to get her to kind of leave the whole band situation because he was jealous of Billy. I didn't see him maybe I'm wrong. I didn't see him use in the last episode. That's also just not to say it didn't use, but whatever. I just think it's really shitty when they wake up and he's like, don't make me do this by myself. I don't know. Based off of how I saw who he was in the last episode, I don't see him saying something like that. So either he got caught up in the rock star lifestyle too, or he was purposely feeding her the drugs. Regardless, she almost OD'd. She came back to. It scared the living shit out of Billy. He's not okay right now. And she opens her eyes and she says, "It's you." Now, this is a really big problem because I think this is a real eye-opening situation for the two of them. I don't think that Billy is going to be able to continue much long. Like, as I just said, I think he would be able to play 1,000 shows and ignore it. But if she keeps acting like this, it's going to be too much for him. He's going to constantly be worrying that she's going to be ODing in the next room. And I honestly, I don't think that has anything to do with him being in love with her. That just has to do with having love for her. Clearly, he is in love with her. But, even if this was Karen or Eddie or Warren or Graham, I think he would have the same opinion because he is so close to it and he understands it. But it's just even more so intensified because it's Daisy and because of how much he loves her. I think having Camila here was really interesting because we have this comment where Daisy says to her, "Oh, hi," and hugs her or whatever and goes, you're the only one who could get Billy to a party." And Camila kind of looks at him and then looks at her or whatever. And it's just a really weird interaction. Was she really thinking that he was going to all of these parties and hanging out with them every night? Camila's not stupid. She knows what's going on at these parties. So it's one thing to once in a while go to a party and also have her there with him, but it's entirely different story to go and party with them every single night when you're trying to stay sober. That's really hard. I was trying to quit smoking cigarettes at one point, and I stopped hanging out with one of my friends so much. And they knew it too. And I was I can't be around you because you chain smoke. You chain smoke. So I'm I can't be around them as much as I normally am until I get over this hump of feeling like I'm okay. I don't know why Camila found that so surprising. But maybe Camila took it as he doesn't go to the parties because he doesn't want to see Daisy. Maybe she's thinking you went to all the other parties. Now all of a sudden Daisy has a husband and you don't go to any of the parties. Maybe that's why they said it. But we also get confirmation that there definitely was a hookup between Camila and Eddie. And my heart breaks for Eddie because he wants to talk about it. And she's like, there's nothing to talk about. What is there to talk about? It's never going to happen again. And you can see how crushed he is. This breaks his heart. Very, very different situations. That it's interesting, how you have Billy and Daisy, and then you have Eddie and Camila. It's again, biting your tongue, but then again, Eddie doesn't have to go up on stage and sing with Camila every freaking other day on a world tour. Slightly easier for him to bite his tongue there, but it still happened. It is what it is. At this point, Daisy and Billy have never slept together. They just very much so have feelings together, and they kissed once, right? It was just the one time. Yeah, it was just the one time outside of the record label. But outside of the recording studio was just the one time. They haven't kissed since. But they obviously know that the feelings are there. And it sounds like Eddie and Camila slept together. And I feel bad because she says, I was feeling lost, I was feeling lonely, or whatever it is that she said. I think she actually has feelings for him. I think it's on the scale of Billy and Daisy, but just not as intense and as crazy high. But I think she definitely feels something for Eddie. I think she definitely it's not just because she was feeling lonely. She has feelings towards him, but I think she ultimately would choose Billy. Billy, I'm not so sure, to be completely honest with you. I think ultimately he would choose Camila, but if it ever came to a point where Camila wanted to end the relationship, I don't think he'd have a problem with it. Let's put it that way. Let's put it that way. If Camila was like, I want to end the relationship, he'd be like, why? And be upset, but ultimately he'd be like, all right, that's okay. But yeah, I don't think that, that's gonna go anywhere with Eddie and Camila. I don't know. I just feel like there's got to be something. There's got to be something. I pointed out, when was it? Like the first or second episode, in the present time interviews, Camila has a ring on. She has a ring on. So she's either still married to Billy at this point, or something happens between her and Eddie. Don't tell me, because I haven't read the books. And I don't know what they're going to do anyway. They might change it, but I don't know. I just keep feeling like something is going to happen with Eddie and Camila. Like it's going to come out, or there's something's going to act on it. Like somehow maybe Camila finds out about Daisy and Billy, and then that allows Eddie and her to have something. I don't know. My head hurts. Oh my God. These last 2 episodes were so freaking stressful, but they were so good. We have 2 episodes left. That's it. Just 2 episodes next week. I am so excited for them. I'm not going to be able to do them on Thursday. Jay and Robbie and I have tickets to go see the new John Wick movie. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to do them on the Thursday, but I will do them first thing in the morning on Friday, back to back. I cannot wait to see how this ends. I am sad though. This is the only downfall, and I think I mentioned this in like the first or second episode. This is the only downfall of having streaming services that drop all the episodes at once. I like to like let it, like spread it out and like enjoy the ride and enjoy the journey. It's like now we only have 2 episodes left and that's done forever. Until the next reaction. So long, everyone. Try and make someone smile today. You never know when you might need it next. Bye.